The BBC was warned about Huw Edwards more than a decade before his conviction, sparking fresh scrutiny over how the corporation handled the initial complaint. The BBC was reportedly alerted to concerns about disgraced presenter Huw Edwards more than a decade before his criminal conviction, raising fresh questions about how much the corporation knew and when. Edwards, 63, was once one of the BBC's most prominent and highest-paid stars. But in September 2024, he pleaded guilty to 3 charges of making indecent images of children and was handed a 6-month prison sentence, suspended for 2 years. Just 1 hour before his appearance at Westminster Magistrates Court, a former BBC employee is said to have contacted Director General Tim Davie directly, warning him that a complaint about Edwards had been made as far back as 2012. According to the Sunday Times, the email noted that it was not necessarily a criminal allegation and admitted they were unable to provide real specifics but wanted Davie to know the complaint existed. Davie, 58, reportedly replied within minutes, saying he would share the warning in confidence with the wider team. The complaint was understood to fall under the BBC's internal C-list category, which covers no high-risk action complaints. These are not criminal but can involve issues such as bullying or harassment. A former BBC staffer told the Sunday Times, "The BBC was completely overwhelmed with complaints at the time. We were ill-prepared for the deluge and some of it was people with grudges, settling grievances." But this raises the question of whether this complaint about Huw was adequately scrutinized, given that his career continued to soar as he took over more election coverage and had such a prominent role in all the state occasions. The BBC told Metro, "The BBC believes that Huw Edwards should return the money paid to him by the BBC, covering the period between his arrest and his resignation." It's claimed that the corporation is still chasing the £200,000 in salary he received after his arrest. According to leaked emails, Edwards promised to return part of the money back in November, but has yet to do so. BBC Chairman Samir Shah recently issued a public plea, saying on Times Radio, "Frankly, if Huw is listening to this, give it back, Huw, just give it back. Really, just give it back. You know you shouldn't, you should do it." He added, "We've been asking him and asking him and asking him. We're getting legal advice on it." This echoes the BBC board's earlier statement in August 2024, Mr. Edwards pleaded guilty to an appalling crime. Had he been upfront when asked by the BBC about his arrest, we would never have continued to pay him public money. He has clearly undermined trust in the BBC and brought us into disrepute. In addition to his suspended sentence, Edwards was ordered to complete 25 rehabilitation sessions, 40 days of sex offender treatment, register as a sex offender for 7 years, and pay £3,000 in prosecution costs. The Express has approached the BBC for comment over the claims.